All right, well, I'm dead serious. If you topple all of this over, I'm going to be really upset. I'm going to be really, really upset. Okay, great. Cool. Are we chilling, Willa? Are we chilling? Okay. Hello and welcome to my podcast. My name is Holland. My name is Holland. Hi, my name is Holland, and I have a podcast now. Let's just skip the whole, hi, this is my first podcast. This is the first episode of my podcast. Welcome to my podcast. This is who I am. This is everything you can expect from my podcast. I will be telling you this, and I'm going to be this person, and you can be expecting this from me. And Can we skip that? Can we just move on? Can we just pretend? Can we just pretend? Can we just pretend that we already did that? Who cares? I don't care. Who cares? You're probably not going to watch this anyway. Oh my God. It's the first episode. This is going to get 40 views. If that, we're just going to post it anyway. We're just going to post it anyway. It's going to get 40 views and we're going to post it anyway. We're just going to post it anyway. So we're just going to move on. And we're going to jump right into the podcast. Okay, sure. So we will preface this in some form, and we will do some formalities here so that we can take you on this journey of what will be discussed on the podcast. Why should you stick around? Other than the fact that you probably already know me, because you saw this on my Instagram probably, and you're my friend. And you're giving me a view because you're a really nice person. And I'm yeah, hi, thanks. Thank you for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. I don't know. I kind of just want to talk. Is that okay? Is it okay if I talk? And my big question in life is is there any room? Is there just any room on the internet anymore? Is this allowed? Can I do this? YouTube seems a little full. TikTok seems just a little saturated. The Instagram Reels seem a little bit too much work. And again, with YouTube, I just don't want to edit. So can I just podcast now? Is this fine? Can we just do this? And can we all just move on and say yeah, okay, yeah, I have a podcast now, guys, fine. I joined the club. Fine. No, I'm not trying to be like everyone else. I just like talking, and it's fine. It's kind of the only thing that I'm semi-good at, so, let's just keep moving. So hi, welcome to my podcast. My name is Holland. It's so nice to have you here. This is episode 1. And I am really excited to get started. I do think that this is kind of going to just be a regular podcast. Fun. Maybe I'll interview people. They'll probably just be my friends. And we'll talk about things that probably they want to talk about. Just come on. Come to me. And I'm not a licensed therapist, but we can just maybe work some things out and get to the bottom of something at some point and go, do you feel better? This is my cat, Willa. I have 2 cats, so you'll definitely be seeing them. Let's just say it, elephant in the room. Many attempts at doing social media. That's my bad. Many failed attempts. That's my bad. I always say, hey, this is going to be it, guys. But maybe this is going to be it. I've never tried a podcast. I'm just a girl and I've never tried a podcast. Why can't I throw my hat in the ring? Why can't I get sponsored by HelloFresh? Why can't I get sponsored by BetterHelp? I think I am a worthy candidate for these things. I really do. So just like, how are you all doing? Wicked just came out. Very good. Wicked for good, obviously. And now we've been changed for good, obviously. Thanksgiving is coming up. Who's working? Show of hands. Anyone? Me. Yep, I'll be up bright and early. Not for a turkey trot. Not this girly. Not this year. Different kind of turkey trot. Yeah, I'll be trotting my backside. Yeah, right to work. Yeah. So that's what I've got going on for me. So, be sure to give everyone that you know who works in service, food service, customer service, an extra smile. Because they are on the front lines. Has anybody actually, okay, like, for real, let's talk about Thanksgiving horror stories. Let's talk about working on Thanksgiving horror stories. I have worked many a Thanksgiving, actually. I used to work in retail, and I've worked in hospitality for many years. And definitely hospitality is a battleground in its own right. But working retail is... that's no joke. I went in, I think on like Thanksgiving 2017, I want to say I went in by 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving for Black Friday. That's dinner time. I went in for dinner time so that people could queue up outside of the store so that they could get their discounted handbags. What a time. Oh my gosh, what a time too. And we had so many, I remember. And it was like a store too where it's like we were all besties. So we're all on headset together like this is a storm. This is a storm. But it was a night too where everybody who was new, it was their first shift. Anybody who was a new hire for the season, they were seasonal hires, it was their first shift. And so then we didn't know who they were. And then here's the story. Okay. So here's the story. I've got it now. All right. Okay, buckle in. So I'm working on Thanksgiving Day. I'm operating the line outside of the store that I'm working at. And mind you, this line is wrapping all the way around the outlet mall from like Kate Spade down past to Calvin Klein. And people are fighting me outside saying, my daughter is inside and she needs me. It's a 40-year-old woman. The daughter is a 40-year-old woman. She doesn't need you in there. There's hundreds of women in there. They're all just trying to get their bag. They're all in just another line waiting to pay for their bags. So, no, you don't need to come through the door. We're sardined anyway. I don't think you want to be in there. It's much more pleasant out here, lady. Literally having the cops threatened. She's threatening to call the cops on me. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, what a night. What a night this was. Okay, so I have this lady threatening to call the cops on me. If you don't let me in this store right now, I'm going to call the cops on you. I'm going to call the cops on you. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, just in front of this door. I'm just letting, on headset. Hello? No, you can come in. No, you have to stay over there. No, you can come in. Okay, next party. Like, this is Disneyland. And then I'm on headset. I look in. We have mannequins. We all know these mannequins are like $1,000, right? $1,000 for a mannequin, I guess. And our seasonal hires are brand new. Never seen these people before in my life. I'm seeing thousands of people tonight that I've never seen before. And all of a sudden I see a woman start disrobing the mannequins. And I'm hearing my managers of Managers Past playing in my head. Don't ever let the customers touch the mannequins. The mannequins cost thousands of dollars. Always disrobe the mannequins yourself. Don't ever let the customers touch the mannequins. So I'm on headset. Okay, somebody needs to get over to the mannequins at the front of the store because somebody is like completely taking apart the mannequins. Nobody is like getting back to me. Ma'am, I'm going to call the cops on you if you don't let me into the store right now. I'm like, okay, like let me just hold you back right here. Okay, yeah. So, please, somebody is disrobing the mannequin. You need to get somebody up here so that they can, like maybe not disrobe the mannequin. They're going to break the mannequin. Ma'am, no. I cannot let you into the store right now. I don't care what manager you spoke with. I can't let anybody into the store until I have been told that I can let anybody into the store. No, I need somebody to come in here because somebody is disrobing the mannequin. They're going to break the $1,000 mannequin. And then all of a sudden, somebody finally responds to my many calls for help. Can you please stop coming in over the headset? That's one of the new hires. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry for helping. Oops. Sorry. It's okay. I'm just getting yelled at out here and watching everybody fighting inside. So that's fine. It's okay. No. So, yeah. Cops didn't get called. Sorry if this is a crazy story. I'm actually nervous. Do I have ADHD? Is this why I haven't done a podcast yet? Is this why I should do a podcast with somebody else? And maybe that would be better. Ooh, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so let's keep moving forward. Other Thanksgiving stories. So that was Thanksgiving 2017. Oh, what a time. And you know what was my favorite part about that experience? Was when I finally got to take my break. I went into the back room. Well, you know, I like shimmied my way through the crowd to get my way to the back room. And then I had to like, you know, kind of like inch my way through the hallway past the laundry baskets filled with purses to get to the stock room, which is shoved in with 5 more laundry baskets. You know what I'm talking about? Industrial sized laundry baskets. And we should only have like maybe 2 or 3 in there at a time. We put like 4 or 5 in there. So then I had to crawl on top of these laundry baskets filled with Kate Spade handbags to get my way over to the bathroom. Like just get through the door, close it behind me, try to turn on the light, and the light is broken. The light won't turn on. So then I'm just alone in the dark, sitting in the stock room bathroom of Kate Spade. And I just kind of silently weep to myself. I'm supposed to be at Berkeley. I'm supposed to be at Berkeley because I had been accepted the semester before and I deferred to make more money before I could go. Yeah. 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 So that was the first time. No, that was actually my second year working a Thanksgiving. And I swore to myself, I will never work on Thanksgiving ever again. Oh, honey. Oh, you sweet thing. Oh, you will. You in fact will. Hospitality is great though, because at least you get tipped. Like working retail, I will not. Here is what I actually will swear. I will never, ever work retail on Thanksgiving ever again. I will never work a holiday in a retail store ever again. Are you kidding me? No tips? Forget about it. No! Hell no! Kidding me? Then it's like, what's the point of being there? They're not even making worth, it's like you're walking around too, and you're there, and you're doing your job, and you're helping people out, and like, it can be fulfilling to some degree because you're seeing people, buying gifts, and they're with their family, and they're excited because they're checking things off their lists. And it's like, oh, like I helped them get that. And they're like, wow, thank you for being here today. And you're like, you're really welcome. Okay. But when you work in hospitality, it's a completely different story, because they go, thank you so much for being here today. And then at the end of the night, you go, I am so happy that I worked here tonight. This was worth it. This was worth not being with my family today. It's like I've actually never bargained with myself so much until I worked hospitality. I've never had to ask myself, how much is my family worth? How much is time with my family worth? I never had been, posed that question before. Is time with my family more important than the prospect of making $400 in a day? Is the prospect of opening up presents with my family at 9 a.m. on Christmas more important than making, enough money to pay off all my bills for the month? It's just a day. It's kind of just a day. So I think, I think other people do this too. I know that. I actually haven't heard what my coworkers do. They kind of, actually, I don't know. I should ask them. Do I know who they are, honestly? I don't know that much about my coworkers. I know them. Hi, if you're watching. What do you guys do? But like, we just kind of celebrate on a different day. Like, if, I guess I'm just kind of like Santa in that way. It's like, what does he get to do? Right? It's like, that's his business. That's his day of work. So he's clocked in. When he's clocked in, when everybody else is celebrating, he's clocked in. That's like me. Yeah. Right. So yeah, that's kind of like the fun of the holidays. This year for Thanksgiving, it's a very wicked Thanksgiving this year. Oh gosh, I do want to talk about Wicked. Is that what I want to talk about in this episode? Do I want this episode to be talking about Thanksgiving and Wicked? Holidays and Wicked? Maybe. It's my podcast. I can talk about whatever I want, right? Is that allowed? Was that allowed? I saw Wicked. Did you? Did you see Wicked? Have you been to see Wicked yet? Spoilers. Spoiler alert. Yeah, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Wicked, it's been on Broadway for 20 years. So, sorry if we spoil anything, but yeah, definitely go see it. Like, you can pause the video if you're watching it as a video, or you can pause the audio if you're watching it as an audio. You click pause. Like, you have that capacity. I offer that to you. Okay, so if you didn't do that, we're gonna like move forward and we're gonna talk about Wicked now. So Wicked is amazing. I feel like I have been sucked into it, like mind, body, soul, spirit, heart. I don't know. Like, everything in me is just obsessed with Wicked. I feel that, like, when I typically would just have like kind of like a running like stream of consciousness happening, that was like, just like very typical dialogue happening in the background, whatever. It's just the Wicked soundtrack, parts 1 and 2. Just at any point in time, it's like Fiero, like just going. It's, like, I am Elphaba in the Sex Cardigan. I am Glinda, just like, thank goodness. Like, I am freaking walking around my house doing the laundry. I'm like, let's have a celebration. Let's have a celebration. I cannot stop. And it is getting in the way of my relationship to some degree, because my boyfriend will talk to me and literally I am just like staring at him and he's like, what are we having for dinner? And I am like, Fiero! Like, how do you like bridge the gap here? Like, what do you do post Wicked? Like, it's like a post Wicked trauma disorder where I have to see it probably 10 more times before I can probably even touch back down onto Earth. And this is something, you know what? This feels like, it feels like when, it feels akin to when, stop. Okay. So stay with me. So it feels like when, like we would go see One Direction. And like, it would just be that body high for like a month after, where it was just like, like, do you remember summer of '09? Wanna go back there every night. Oh, mama, you could never say goodbye. Like, just, you were there all the time. And it's like, I should be taking notes in class. But I used to think that I was better alone. Like, so I haven't really felt this way. I haven't really felt this way in years, honestly. It's like, what is this feeling? What is this feeling? And I missed it. I missed her. I missed this version of me that's just so giddy and like kicking her little feet. And I'm like so embarrassing and terrible and just the worst person in the world, because I'm like just on my phone, like scrolling like so horrifically. Like, I cannot stop looking at Instagram and looking at all the reels, and like I'm on Amazon and I'm on every like different app, just like, what merch can I get? What can I get next? What little thing can I like feed my soul with now? I have disposable income. It's Christmas time and everything's on Black Friday sale and everything's wicked and we're gonna get like, no. That's so bad. It's so bad. Like the. Stop looking at me because the Okay, stop. Okay, so the REM. Please. So the Ariana Grande's makeup line. REM. So. I can do this. Guys. Okay. I'm pulling it together. It's fine. Ariana Grande's makeup line has a wicked collaboration, of course. Because of course it does. And one second. Hi, Eddie. So this would be a perfect time if I had a sponsor to fill the moment in with a sponsorship, but I don't have any of those. So I'd rather just take the time to talk to you, the viewer, about my friends over at Good Neighbor Thrift. If you're a fellow San Diegan like myself and you're looking for something to do this winter season, you're feeling like 'tis the season. It is giving season and it's also giving season, and you're looking to maybe send a nice wool coat or a used, lightly used, gently used sweater and things like that off to a better home. My friends with Good Neighbor Thrift are partnering with Eris Food in Oceanside, and they will be collecting gently used warm clothes through December 16th. So from now through December 16th, they will be collecting warm clothes to donate to people who need them. And then on Tuesday, December 16th, they will have a book swap event at Eris Foods in Oceanside, which is super fun. So if you're looking for something to do with your friends or maybe go meet some friends, if you have some bookish friends, if you have books that you're trying to get rid of, and you're like, I've read them, they can go off to a new home, you can do a book swap on December 16th at Eris Food in Oceanside. So thank you so much to my friends at Good Neighbor. They're doing a lot of good things here in North County, San Diego. And then, of course, thank you to Eris Food as well. All right, let's get back to it. Willa, please introduce yourself to the pod. This is Willa. Okay, so as I was saying, Ariana Grande's makeup line, REM, has a wicked collaboration because of course it does. And there's quite a few pieces in the collab. The entire thing, if you bought the whole kit and caboodle as a whole, there was a discount. And you could get it with a 12-month payment plan. Obviously, that seemed like a really good investment to me. So guess what your girl did? Yeah. I mean, was it a good idea? Maybe not. Was it a present to myself? Yeah, it was. It was a present to myself. And do I regret it? No. I don't think I regret these things anymore. As I'm getting older, I think I am like, I don't know, no one knows me like I know me. And like, I put together Amazon lists for my Christmas wish list or my birthday, and I'm like, I don't want to ask people for things. I don't want people to spend money on me. I would rather just I do it. And that's my birthday present or my Christmas present to myself. And then everybody else is just off the hook. And then I say, thank you. And we move on. And we say, mazel tov. That being said, it did spark my Amazon Christmas wish list, which is tabbed below. So if you want to look at that, it is below. No obligations, obviously. Just if you were curious, or if you want inspiration for your own. Because you like to be inspired, and I'm an inspiring person. You want to be inspired by me, and you want to have inspiration, and you like to be inspired. And if that's what you want, then that's what you can get. And just, and maybe I'll tag a few other things in the subsection below, because there's so much space down there. I could put a ton of things. I could put so many things down there. There's so much room. So, back to more Wicked. Back to more Wicked. Back to more Wicked. I told you, truly it is getting in the way of my relationship, to the point that I get a phone call and tell my boyfriend I'm making a podcast. Hi. And he goes, oh, what are you talking about? Wicked? No, I'm not talking about Wicked. What would make you think that? What would make you think that? No. It wouldn't be I. That wouldn't be me. I wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be me. Is anybody else's allergies really bothering them this year? My allergies have been so bad this year. It's terrible. My allergies this year. I take an allergy pill every single day. Eye drops every day. Nothing is helping. It just keeps getting worse. You know what? This will be the final topic of today's podcast. This one's going to be short and sweet, because I am figuring it out today. And again, like I said, this one will literally get 40 views and 2 likes. So let's just call it good. Call a spade and say this is what it is. And here you go. Third podcast. You just get it out of the way. One and done. There you go. Hopefully we move on to the next one. And we get the ball rolling. And we see where this thing goes, and maybe the next one's better. Right? It's like the first tamale has to come out not so great. So that's this one. Anyway, so this is the last topic that I will bring up today. I have 2 cats. You've met Wella. I also have Mishka. And they are very different cats. They are... There's a 10-pound difference between the 2 of them. Mishka weighs about 9, 10, or 11 pounds on, certain days of the month. And then Willa, who you've met, she weighs about 20 to 21 pounds. Big difference. She's a big girl. She should probably lose maybe about 6 or 7 pounds. This is a sensitive and sore subject for her, but it's a topic of discussion nonetheless. So how do we fix that? Well, they have very different feeding schedules, and I am simply just not in a position to train them to eat any differently than they already eat. I don't have the patience. So, or the time, or the desire, or also their cats. And also, please. And also, come on. Seriously, stop. And so my first thought was I think I was first introduced to this concept are you familiar with the movie Over the Hedge? Anyone? Any hands? There's a cat in Over the Hedge who has a little collar with a little, like, special charm on it that allows it access through its cat door that only it can get through. And ever since then, I've been like, oh my God, that is fancy. Can you guess which kitty that one is? It's Mishka. So ever since then, I'm like, wow, that would be like really cool to get for a cat. So my first thought was like, okay, what if we do separate feeding rooms? So one cat eats in one room and one cat eats in the other room, and they can't go into each other's rooms, right? Because Mishka is very much a cat who she wants to have food available to her all day long. And if the bowl gets anywhere near empty, she will not let you know peace. Okay? Here, bear with me. This is my impression of Mishka just at any given moment in time during the day, whenever she feels like it. Help! Help me, please! Oh, woe is me, please! Oh my God, I need help! Oh, my bowl, please! Oh my God, my bowl! You don't understand. It's my bowl. No, now it's my water. No, please. The water is intoxicating. It's filthy. You don't understand. You have to understand me. I need help. Woe is me. Okay. So, that is Mishka. All day long, day and night, she sees a sliver of emptiness at the bottom of the bowl. Bowl could be filled, but oh no. See that little spot right there? There should be food right there, but there isn't. This will not do. No. No. No, I will not have it. So, that's kind of what she does. Willa is not the same. She will eat anything, whenever she wants. She doesn't care where it is, where it came from, how long it's been out. She just will eat it. She doesn't care if she's hungry, or if she's bored. She just will eat it, and that's why she's like 21 pounds. So you understand, we have to keep a bowl full because Mishka requires it. Willa eats all the food in the bowl, which then creates the cycle of food. Okay, we fill the bowl. Okay, that's fine. And now Willa eats, all the food. And so then Mishka goes and sees that the bowl is empty. And, no, woe is me. So we fill the bowl, and then Willa eats the food. And then, do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So it's a cyclical issue. How did we get here? Right. So I thought separate rooms. Well, it would be a little bit tricky to do that because I was like, ooh, this special door with a special little collar for these special little girls. And we would we would carve out of our doors, and we would install into the doors little cat doors. And then our special little girls, they would have these little collars, they would have little bells on them, and then we'd be able to walk up, and they would be collar-coded just for themselves, and they'd be able to come into this one, and only Willa could eat the food in this room, and then Mishka would only be able to eat the food in that room, and that way there would always be food in that room for that cat, and then there would only be food every once in a while when there needed to be food in this room for this cat. So that way we could get this cat to lose about 7 pounds. So I told my mom, hey, what do you think? And she goes, no, we're not going to do that to the doors because we rent. And I went, no! So I went back to the drawing board, and I went back on Amazon, and I went, an automatic feeder. An automatic feeder, and it had the little collar. Had the little collar that I liked still. So, oh, Chris, please. I have to finish my podcast. He knows I'm trying to finish my podcast. I'm finishing my podcast. I will finish this podcast if my life depends on it. I'm finishing the story. So then I went back to the drawing board, and I found on Amazon this automatic feeder. And yes, I spent more money. I spent more money of my disposable income that I shouldn't have spent on money. And I did, another 12-month payment plan. And I did credit cards and a thing. And capitalism and Bezos and, it's feeding itself. And, and we're all just under this veil of the Anthropocene. And we're all just crushing and dying under the weight of the sun and the ozone layer. We're like, oh my God, there is no thing as a way. We throw trash away. And what are we going to do? And it's but anyway, so I bought this thing. And now my cat has this thing. And this very expensive piece of equipment in our house is literally just for my cat, and she's figuring it out. It is an automatic feeder, and it's just for Mishka, and I put food in it, and every morning at 4 a.m., because that is the witching hour for Mishka, where she is just this is it. This is my time that I must eat, and she gets right in my face, and she's like, hey! And I'm like, hi, yes. And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, hi, all right, okay. And she's like, hey, yes, get up. And I'm like, no, please, I don't want to get up. Just get up. And I'm like, no, please, stop bullying me, please, just leave me alone, please. So now at 4 a.m., it will automatically dispense a fourth of a cup of food for her, and it closes. It has a seal on it so that no other cats, I'm looking at you. She's right down here by my feet. It's Willa. Closes so nobody else can get into it. But hey, little collar, slutty little collar. Mishka walks over. She scampers over. She's like, hey. Oh, I'm kind of hungry. Oh, I'm kind of hungry right now. Maybe I could take a little nibble of something. Maybe somebody got anything over here for me to eat? Maybe you? And it goes, maybe. And it lifts open the door for her, and she can get in there, and she can go, That's the story of that's the story of the automatic feeder that I bought for my cat. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for watching this first episode of my podcast. I hope that the audio picked up all of this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back for the next episode. And I'll see you in the future, and I love you so much. Goodbye. Ooh, what's the plan? Oh, I'm just filming a podcast.
Oh, that's nice.
I know.
You having fun?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Wicked?
How did you know?
Because.
I was not talking about Wicked until the last couple of minutes, though.
Gotcha.
I just got there.